Part 10. The Culmination. The C-Cube Lifestyle as the Grand Highway to Intellectual Omnipotence. I am Naresh Saraph, and I welcome you to this series of intimate, philosophical dialogues. Friends, before we commence this profound discourse, permit me a humble caveat. This series is intended solely for the cultivation of profound contemplation, the expansion of cognitive horizons, and the elevation of human awareness. The paradigms articulated herein are synthesized from ancient philosophical tenets and my own empirical understanding. This discourse does not constitute medical, clinical, or Ayurvedic counsel, nor does it harbor the slightest intent to transgress upon anyone's deeply held convictions. I implore you to receive it with an open intellect, profound maturity, and a deeply contemplative spirit. Over the course of the preceding 9 dialogues, we have traversed a profoundly illuminating landscape. We have deconstructed the significance of carbohydrates, calcium, and cholesterol for the intellectual laborer. We have explored how complex carbohydrates serve as fuel, how calcium acts as the messenger, and how cholesterol provides shielding for thought velocity. We have witnessed biochemical harmony. We have seen how synchronization engenders intellectual omnipotence, stabilizes volatility, guarantees sleep, and unlocks creativity. We have delineated the pragmatic strategies for modern existence. Today, in this culminating discourse, we shall synthesize this wisdom and envision the profound metamorphosis that awaits those who fully integrate the C-Cube lifestyle. It is a gradual illumination. It is not an instantaneous shift, but a gradual, majestic illumination, akin to the dawn slowly banishing the shadows and revealing the full splendor of a landscape. Your clarity arrives. Primarily, the insidious phenomenon of brain fog is entirely eradicated. That chronic sensation of cognitive heaviness and the inability to sustain deep focus dissolve completely. You are clear. Your concentration crystallizes into a laser-like intensity capable of penetrating the most labyrinthine problems. The metabolic fuel gauge never approaches the critical zone of depletion. You perform. Secondly, the velocity and absolute accuracy of your executive decision-making undergo a quantum leap. Infusion of calcium and cholesterol has fundamentally fortified your neural pathways. You develop the capacity to simultaneously analyze complex scenarios with unprecedented speed, arriving at logically sound conclusions devoid of the paralysis of hesitation. You see the solution. In the corporate arena, you evolve into the visionary who discerns the elegant solution while your peers are still struggling to articulate the parameters of the problem. You lead the way. Thirdly, your emotional resilience undergoes a profound metamorphosis. You are no longer easily desktop stabilized by logistical setbacks, office politics, or abrasive conduct. You remain unshakable. You navigate high-stress environments with unshakable grace and stoic equanimity. Your brain has the biochemical reserves to keep the primal amygdala suppressed and the prefrontal cortex in dominion. This aura of unshakable composure is palpable. It naturally elevates your stature and cements your capacity for profound leadership. You become the anchor in the storm of modern work. Fourthly, your creative faculties experience a renaissance. Novel, paradigm-shifting ideas no longer visit you as anomalies. They become your constant, reliable companions. Imagination flows freely. You forge innovative conceptual connections that remain entirely invisible to others. Your intellectual output acquires a signature of striking originality that distinguishes you from the collective mediocrity. Ultimately, you are enveloped by a profound sense of holistic well-being and vibrant vitality. The crushing exhaustion of the workday is replaced by a serene, quiet satisfaction. You thrive. You possess a surplus of vital energy. Energy for your family, your passions, and the relentless expansion of your own potential. You transition from surviving to thriving magnificently. Friends, the human intellect is the most sublime instrument forged by evolution. It is the singular attribute that elevates humanity above the determinism of the natural world. It is our legacy. For the knowledge worker, this intellect is their livelihood, their defining identity, and their primary instrument for shaping reality. To neglect its nourishment is a tragedy of the highest order. The C cube super ultra balancing is a profound philosophy of self actualization and respect. It is the realization that your intellectual labor is a sacred endeavor, deserving of the zenith of sustenance. It is the realization of the Suvarna Madhya, the golden mean, advocated by ancient sages, the perfect equilibrium that rejects both pathological deficiency and toxic excess. Balance is wisdom. It is my deepest aspiration that this series has ignited a profound awakening within your consciousness, an awakening that will inexorably translate into disciplined action and personal transformation. May you integrate these principles into the fabric of your existence with unwavering consistency and stoic patience. Stride forward with absolute dominion upon the highway of intellectual omnipotence. I extend my most profound gratitude to you for joining me on this 10-part intellectual odyssey. Your time and focused attention are precious commodities, and I am honored to have received them. We shall undoubtedly meet again to explore new philosophical vistas and unearth new wisdom. Keep your cognitive apparatus sharp and your spirit contemplative. Until next time. Until that moment arrives, do not forget to subscribe to the Naresh Saraph channel, quickly like the video, press the bell icon, hype it, contemplate it, and begin to live life with profound understanding.